Okay, well, I decided to do the tag, The Secret Life of a YouTuber. So the first question is, how long have you been on YouTube? I have been uploading videos on YouTube since September 18th of 2010. I began watching YouTube videos because I was bored with television, and I was searching for ghosts caught on tape. Somehow I saw a few beauty people, and I started getting interested in that. And then I had a lot of questions about skincare, and I decided that I wanted to, rather than ask a lot of gurus, I would just try to find answers myself and then make videos about them. And then I am interested in, don't get me wrong, I don't play with Ouija boards or tarot cards. I don't go ghost hunting or anything like that. But I am interested. I do think that people do come back. There are entities out there that may or may not interact with you, and just interested in that subject matter. And so I started to do those type of videos. And then I am an avid doll collector, and I've been a doll collector since I was a very young girl. And when I had my children, I had them all when I was in my 30s, one after another, very close together. And then I had a life crisis in which I ended up getting a divorce, and I ended up remarrying. And when I remarried, my new husband that I'm married to, still currently 12 years in the spring, Danny, encouraged me to continue collecting. So that's when it really took off. And then another incident happened where my daughter, I had discovered she had broken my baby go bye-bye car, okay? And if you're a collector from the 60s and the 70s, you know what that is. So I decided to go on eBay and search for the car, and in the process, I started becoming quite a purchaser of dolls on eBay. Eventually did get that car, but in the meantime and afterward, I bought a lot of dolls on eBay. So I have quite a round collection now. And then I got the idea to make these little shows with the dolls. The idea just popped into my head, and Fred Rogers is really my inspiration on that. And kind of those videos are kind of trying to give, in some instances, not necessarily in all, but sort of a Judeo-Christian viewpoint, and maybe a little story, a little moral, but not throwing it in your face kind of thing, kind of a subtle kind of thing. So I decided to do that. I know some people think that's weird, and I think maybe some people don't subscribe to me because of that, but I do enjoy making them, and I'm slow. I started a video in August, still haven't finished it, of the dolls. But I'm going to try to get better at uploading all my different kinds of videos. Okay, so at what point, this is the next question, at what point do you think you will stop? I don't know. I don't think I don't have any plans to stop. I actually have plans to try to upload more and make more videos and better videos, and I have a lot of ideas for the different genres that I cover. So I don't have any plans at this point to stop. The best thing about being on YouTube, probably just people that you can meet. I live in Pennsylvania, but I grew up in New Hampshire. I lived there for 43 years, and moving here as an adult, I didn't find it easy to make friends, and I don't really have any strong friendships here in Pennsylvania. So it's nice to be friendly with people who I've met who live in other parts of the country, and to converse with them. It's not an everyday thing, just once in a while. And so that's probably the best thing, is it removes a feeling of isolation that you may have in your life. So that's probably the best thing. The worst thing about YouTube, what is it, and what do you do to make it okay? Of course, the worst thing is the haters, but I'm trying to learn to embrace the controversy and not get so offended. And I think you have to be careful on two levels. Like, certainly if someone writes a comment, you have to, there's that fine line between being nasty and being constructive or having a different point of view. And you have to decide, which is which, and really determine what that line is. But there's also the crazies out there that could make a comment and you may not want to make any kind of reply. You may not want to delete it or block them because you don't want to incite them. And you never know if someone's going to really be good at, be skilled enough to figure out exactly who you really are and where you live. When YouTube went on that kick of please put your real name, I didn't want to do that because, maybe I watch too much ID channel, but I don't want to be stalked. And I do say that I live in Eastern Pennsylvania, but, Pennsylvania is a huge state. And that could be just about anywhere from the middle to the end, So that's the worst thing, people saying nasty things to you, but sometimes it's better that, it just kind of generates interest. So you have to learn to live with it and just let it roll off your back and just move on. Some people had said some things to me a long time ago, and I got really, really offended and upset and made a video about it and everything, and I ended up taking that down. But, you just have to kind of let it go. And for every person that doesn't like you, there's a bunch of people who do. And sometimes they're just having a bad day and they want to vent, so they vent on you. So sometimes you just have to let that go. All right. How many thumbnail options do you usually take? I've only recently begun to try to do some custom thumbnails. In my experience, it doesn't always work. It doesn't always generate more views by putting in a custom thumbnails. But at least now I have an option rather than a picture of me doing this or a picture of me doing this. Now I can put something else or maybe a picture of the product or so on. So not too many, maybe one if I do any. But I found that if I take it with my phone, it doesn't work. It puts big black lines on the side. But if I take those same pictures and put them on Pinterest, they're fine. So I don't get all the ins and outs of the technical end of it. I'm not, though I know my sister Julie thinks I'm quite technically adept, but I'm really not that technically adept. Okay. Who is your YouTube crush? Well, my YouTube crush would have to be Koren Xander because I actually got to meet him once. I'll put a link to the video someplace over here. I got to go to a play that he was in New Jersey. I was able to travel to that area and go see the play. I just caught a tweet that he had made. Oh, I'm in a play and it's on this day. Click on this website and you can, get tickets. I got the tickets. I went, I drove, and I waited. He came out at the end. I got a picture with him. It was thrilling. And he used to, he has a channel here. He has two channels actually. He has a channel called EnKore Makeup, and he has a channel EnKorinne. And he has like this alter ego, just like I have dolls that do shows. He has an alter ego, but it's himself and it's his sister. And he does funny videos made up like this EnKorinne. And I love his New Year video. It's just like so funny. I've watched that so many times and laughed so hard, and you have to look at that. But he doesn't really upload anymore. He used to upload quite a bit. But he owns his own business. Not only does he do makeup for people all over the place, but he also sells brush soap and brushes with his name, under his name, and other products. So I'll put like a link so you can look at his channel because he's great. I love him. So he's my YouTube crush. Okay, who's on your collab wish list? Okay, so there's 3 people that would be on my collaboration wish list. And they would be, not necessarily in this order.
Michelle Barahona.
She lives in California, and I started watching her before I even uploaded videos. I love her. She could be my daughter if I had had kids when I should have, when I was in my 20s, right? And she's a really sweet girl, and I just love her so much. And we've kind of made a friendship. And definitely if I could do something with her, that would be fun. That would be in the makeup arena. Skincare, makeup, whatever. And another collaboration would be Fancy Lady Diane 1. Okay, Fancy Lady Diane 1 and we have made a little friendship here on YouTube. She does mostly fashion, like she goes to vintage stores, she buys vintage clothing, and she does little fashion shows on her YouTube channel. I'll put I know how to do that now. I know how to do that now. I'll put little links to all these people's channels so you can check them out. So yeah, something with her. I love Diane. And the other person who this was make the most sense, and to me, if you're doing a collaboration, you should be together. I mean, that's an old-fashioned way of thinking of it, maybe, but anyway, the other person would be Jellicles Forever, Emma, and she does paranormal videos and cross-stitch videos. Okay, so obviously I watch her for the paranormal videos, and she lives in somewhere, don't know, of course, she's smart, she doesn't tell exactly where, but somewhere in New Jersey. So maybe we could get together, though. New Jersey's a bigger state than you would think, but that's a possibility since I'm on eastern Pennsylvania. So if they watch this video, we'll see if I hear from any of them on that. Okay. What are you wearing on your bottom half? I'm just wearing this pair of black pants that I wear every day. And I recently lost a lot of weight. They're size 18. They could be a 16. They're a little bit big, but they have pockets so I can put my cell phone in one pocket. Wear them to Walmart, wear them to BJ's, blah, blah, blah. That's what I wear. How long until you actually click record? Oh, I just click record, and then I compose myself, think about what I want to say, and then I just start talking. And I don't say an intro because it's so corny and stupid. Just jump into it. And so that's what I do. I just jump into it, and then I edit. So this way you never see my hand go in, click the camera on, or click it off, because I edit it. I use iMovie. How do you feel about the YouTube community culture? I like the YouTube community culture. I like being able, as I said before, being able to make friends with people that you normally would never have ever met or spoken to. So I think that it's nice. It's good. Yeah, I think overall it's great. What's your secret to a successful YouTube channel? Well, I don't have a successful YouTube channel. So you please comment below what your secret is. I shouldn't say I don't have a successful channel. It is successful at certain levels. I am a partner. I wasn't a partner in 2010 when I first went on, but after I'd been on maybe a year and a half, YouTube approached me and asked me, would you like to be able to monetize some of your videos, whatever you choose? And back then you would have to fill out a form and write what the video was about. And now it's a lot easier. You just go click, 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 and boom, you're monetized. So I don't think I'm entirely successful. I'm somewhat successful, and I'm trying to be more successful. So please subscribe, like on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, read my newsletter. It all connects together. Yeah. Okay? Thank you. Alrighty. And who do you tag? Well, obviously I mentioned Michelle Barahona in California, Fancy Lady Diane, and Emma, Jellicles Forever. I would obviously tag them. And anybody else. I used to have other people who used to chat. A lot of them, they don't upload anymore. I used to chat with, some of them don't upload anymore. Some went away. And then I went through a period where I didn't upload very much, and so then you kind of lose connections when you do that. So I want to try to avoid doing that again. So, okay, that's it. The secret life of a YouTuber. Okay, have a great day.